Common sense versus disclaimers. Common sense versus disclaimers. I'm not going to put a disclaimer on any of my videos. You know why? Because I believe in common sense. It doesn't matter to me what you believe or all this stuff, but we're living in a snowflake society where you just always have to protect yourself. Every little word you say, you got to put a disclaimer out there in case somebody misinterprets it and wants to come after me because of something I said. I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to play that game. Do I think you should have some wisdom and some tact, if possible, in how you say things? Absolutely. But not at the expense of speaking the truth. Not at the expense of speaking with some passion. Okay? This is a mantra I've been using. And I just read another guy who uses it. Okay? I'm going to do right. I leave the consequences up to God. I'm going to do the next right thing. Say the next right thing, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. I'm going to do the next right thing and leave the consequences up to God. And I'm not going to worry about whether I offend you. I'm not going to try to deliberately offend anybody, but I'm going to say some things because I care about you and I want you to wake up. And there's going to be some things I say that's going to be offensive. The Bible is offensive. God is offensive. Jesus Christ was offensive on this planet. So back to disclaimers versus common sense. Okay. I'm just a man who's failed, who's been in the pit, out of the pit, been back in the pit, back out of the pit, and I keep moving forward. I keep clawing my way forward. I've made things right with people in my family. I've owned up to my mistakes, and I'm moving forward. But I'm just a man. So I can give you advice on things I've learned personally. I can give you some advice on things I've learned that does not work in a marriage. I currently can't give you advice right now on what it takes to win your wife back because my wife's not come back yet. And she may never come back. But I can give you advice on working on yourself. I can tell you that, hey, don't try to win your wife back, just work on yourself. I can give you some financial advice. I can tell you what's worked for me and what's not worked for me. But I am not going to put a disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. I'm going to believe in common sense. I might give you medical advice based upon flat feet and sprung ankles because I have that experience. I'm not going to put the disclaimer, I am not a medical doctor. Please consult your physician. I'm not going to play that game. I might give you some advice on how to balance a checkbook. I'm not going to put a disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Please contact your financial advisor. Okay? Common sense. We got to get back to common sense. And guess who created common sense? God the Father. And His Son Jesus Christ displayed common sense on this planet. So let's practice some common sense. Keep your eyes on Him.